That's the time for entertainment, and Miss G is here. Welcome, Miss G.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm good. So I'm sure that a lot of people are wondering, Pastor Lewa, Ofori Amponsah, has a song now. It's called 17 with Kobna Kobna. But people are not concentrating on the song. They're asking, is he still a pastor? What's happening with his church?
No, but I thought he at some point came out to say that he's going back to secular music.
So what's he now? Pastor, secular musician?
Well, I don't know. So did you see, have you gotten some answers?
But it will amaze you what he says about, his state. He doesn't want to answer questions about his faith.
I hate responding to this. I'm a believer in God. That's it. That's what I say. I'm a musician. And that's what I'm doing.
What happened to the church or the fellowship?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, just we want to know if maybe it's still running and you are not the one who's in charge.
I actually don't want to talk about it anymore. It's like, it's getting me crazy. I just keep believing in God. The church is there running, but I am doing my music. That's what I'm doing now. So I don't respond to those questions anymore.
You're cutting away the pastor side of Ofori Amponsah and don't want to talk about it anymore.
I just don't want to respond to it. It's something, it's my belief, and I can choose not to talk about it, and this is what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just concentrating on my music, bringing out good stuff and good music. That's what I want to do for now.
A lot of people think that you're doing collaborations because the brand of Ofori Amponsah is not as strong as the brand it used to be back in the day, because High Life is not as strong as it used to be back in the day. Is this something that you would accept as the case?
I don't accept that. I don't. I mean, Ofori Amponsah is still Ofori Amponsah. I can just take a back seat for a time. But if I say I want to do it, I can do it.
But you're doing collaborations. You have not done anything all by yourself.
You actually do it all by yourself, and you color it with somebody.
Because that somebody needs to spice it up for you to be out there again.
That's what I've been doing for a long time. I hate singing alone. People say, we love your voice, but I love the voice of Kobna Kobna. I wish I had that voice. I love the voice of that Luma. I wish I had that voice, but I can't have it. So this is what we do. We just come together and do something.
We've heard all that he's had to say, but I just want to find out from you, because you sometimes know the gossip. I mean, what's behind the scenes? So what's the story behind this?
So the church, after he went...
Does he still worship? I mean,
he still worship. The church is in his house.
Okay.
He doesn't lead anymore, per what we know. He's got somebody who is leading, but the church is his church. But he's got a leader now. So he's concentrating on doing his song. And even sometimes he's not in his church. He goes to other churches. So the church is there. It's his house. It's more like a fellowship now. It's not a registered church. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we know about that. But during the time that he said he was a pastor, there were issues around his relationship. His wife packed out of the house, traveled, left him here in Ghana, and he got depressed. It was that bad that he almost committed suicide.
Why did the wife pack out? Because he had declared himself a pastor?
No, I think it had got something to do with cheating, but Ofori Amponsah won't say it all.
Of reconciled, but this is more personal that I don't want to come out, but something happened along the way, and it's part of life. I'm human, and I go through everything human beings go through. So I believe that you go through this to actually teach yourself that in the future.
Did it have anything to do with you cheating?
No, not actually.
Not actually, but some way, somehow.
It's a long story, what I would say is right now we are back together. So I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it. You heard Sefi talk about it, but how come people who sing about love find it difficult to keep their love life intact?
This is what somebody was saying, but I'm a human being. I'm not God. So whatever a human being goes through, I go through too. I go through the pain, I go through the hunger, I go through, depression like anybody else. What you do is you just teach yourself or tell yourself that God is alive and God will take you through. That's all. I go through anything that any human being goes through.
Is it a case of not practicing what you preach?
I I do practice. I try to practice what I preach. I try to, but sometimes I fall short. I'm a human being, you know.
Okay, so if they're back together, I mean, I hope I wish them they live happily together.
It's as if you had more to say.
Let's just leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that. Okay, so once we're talking about celebrity marriages, let's talk about the prior family. Okay, so he's the former member, choir master, and his wife celebrated their 5th anniversary. And in this era where, you know, a lot of celebrity marriages are going bad, what is keeping the bands going?
Patience and blocking the outside world and concentrating on us. It's all about us. If you want to stay in this, then you have to make it work. If you have to make it work, then you don't listen to nobody, because they will hurt you with whatever they say about your spouse. It could be me about him. It could be him to me, you know. They will hurt you. But if you've made up your mind that you want to make it work, then you don't want to listen to them. So you block the outside world, and it's just the two of us.
How do you do that? Because I realize that a lot of people try to pick on you and pick on him sometimes. So how do you block them such that you're not even bothered or affected by the things that they say?
With the things they say, half of the things are not true. And most of the time, if I have the support of my husband, because I know he loves me, he loves me to the moon and back. Wow. That one I'm proud to say. So it's not what they say that matters. However they think I look or I do or I behave or whatever, doesn't matter. The person who loves me for who I am. So I don't care what they say. So I just block them. And maybe about negativity, about what people will say about he's done this or that or that. All my friends around me, I've told them, I want to be in this relationship. I want to make it work. I want to marry for a long time. So if there will be something that will break us up, I don't want it to come from you guys, that you come and tell me that I saw your husband here or there or talking to who or that, because I'll just hurt myself. And at the end of the day, I've told myself I'm not quitting. So if you're not quitting, why do you want to know?
Just an interesting philosophy.
Very, very. And I'm proud that, you know, they've done this for 5 years, you know, even in the face of struggles when the movie industry was almost down, she wasn't acting, her husband was not getting gigs. They managed to pull through. So congratulations to them. Yeah. Now let's talk about Adam. Adam has become sole rep and a distributor for Timberland shoes. You know that when he wore his Timberland to the Ghana Music Awards, he got bashed because he said cost a lot. People said it was just $48. I don't know about that, but he's now getting to sell them. But in this interview with Doreen Avio, he talks about how he reacts to female fans sending him messages that has more to do with his career.
Interesting. I'd like to hear about that.
The time I don't reply my comments on my page, that is one. I reply to people I know in real life. So if you want me to reply to your comment, then you must know me in real life before we get back on social media. 2, I don't open messages from unknown names. Because I don't think that you need to make contact with everybody.
But don't you think in that case you're losing new fans?
No, I don't think so. I think that if you're a fan, you're supposed to support the music, support the artists, support what they do, and it's also supposed to be consistent with that music. These 2 things are the product. So messages are ways of derailing you as a personal person, also having goals. So as a person, you have goals. You need to wake up and not be able to spend from morning till 9 a.m. on WhatsApp just chatting with people. You have things to do outside social media. And so if anybody is a right person or anybody is a true fan, they will actually support you to get to your goals. And so anybody who thinks that you're not responding quickly, you lose them. I don't think it's going to lead you as an artist to your goals. And so you don't have to worry about that, because real fans actually wish you well and wish you to elevate and continue to inspire them. So I don't open messages from people I don't know. If it is business, my manager is supposed to handle that. And then if it is something that is very important, we get to make it happen.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm more interested in this business. I wish you all the best in the business.
Exactly, exactly. You know, there's a need to get something.
I like to see some of these artists go into business.
Business. Maybe now we should look at the business of showbiz or the business of the show. Now, quickly before I go, John Michael Obi has twins with a white woman. He's married to a white woman, and she decided to prepare noodles for Michael Obi and the twins, their girls. So she posted a picture of one of them posted a picture on social media, and a Nigerian, I suppose, went to post there that, you know, African man knows how to chop noodles, or he has to prepare real African dish for this man, and that's the noodles. That's it. So you could see the message that those ones circled, and she came back to say to them that, look, she has days when she calls people to come and prepare African dishes for them. Okay. She doesn't think that she has to enslave herself because she's married to an African, blah, blah, blah. So that is just on a lighter note, you know, the difference when you get to marry somebody who doesn't, you know, can relate to what you... I can't think that you can do without your gankong.
I can. I mean,
but you're not married to a white woman, so you're lucky. That'll be for entertainment.